If you own a luxury level home here in this area, you're going to love this information. Investing a few minutes of your time here can prove to be very profitable for you when it comes to not only selling your luxury level property, but also finding your next home in those more affluent price ranges, because both are going to be very important for you to understand. We're going to talk about some tips here that can put a lot more money in your pocket. We'll talk a little bit about the importance of getting top dollar for your home when it comes to selling that more affluent property, but also finding the perfect home to move to. Now, you're probably aware that a lot of the best luxury level homes never make it to the open market. It's a very private market. Some people don't want their home publicly listed. If you're out there shopping for your next home, obviously, you're looking at leftover properties. In many cases, you're not seeing some of the best homes because they're not publicly listed. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And when it comes to selling a home in a more affluent community, it's crucial that you make the right choice on who's going to market your property. Marketing is everything. That's what's going to allow us to feature some of the amenities that it has to provide. And of course, you want to expose that home to the most opportune buyers. So we'll talk a little bit about that target marketing approach. Now, as you're likely aware, many agents are pretty good at marketing themselves, but they're not good at marketing their houses. Now, additionally, some agents get lots of listings in the area, but they get few sales. As a matter of fact, over 50% of their listings don't sell at all. You've probably seen some of these top producers that really promote themselves well, and they look like they're one of the top agents in the area, but they're actually a top listing agent, not a top selling agent. They list lots of homes, but sometimes more than 50% of them don't sell at all. So we'll talk a little bit about why that is, and again, how you can ensure whenever the time comes to sell your property, you're able to sell at a premium under terms that make sense for you. One big misconception out there is that the brokerage you list with actually matters to you. What you may not realize is that every single agent with every brokerage in the country, they're all independent contractors. And what that means is if you take one brokerage in town, and let's say they had 20 realtors, all 20 of them are going to have a completely different marketing plan. Some of them spend thousands of dollars in marketing, where others do nothing more than throw it on the MLS and wait. They may have an advertising budget that is coming out of their pocket, and that means more than anything. It means a lot more to you than the brokerage that you're going with, because again, every brokerage has top producers and low-level producers that can't really invest the money that's needed for target marketing. As a matter of fact, many agents don't even know what that is or how they can go to marketing list companies to find the most opportune buyers, to expose that property online, offline, direct mail, all the different approaches that are available to truly sell your home at absolute top dollar. It all comes down to the highest and best use of your property and what amenities it has that we can get someone else to fall in love with, just like you did when you first saw your property. We don't want someone that just likes the home. We want someone that absolutely can't live without it. It's everything they're looking for. That comes down to a target marketing approach, and you need a really good agent that understands how to do that. When you're interviewing an agent, you want to see which sources they use for their marketing list brokers. A professional marketer is really in the data and contacts business, right? They're looking for people that are looking for a certain type of home, one just like yours, with the amenities that you have to offer in that area. We know location is absolutely everything, but they have to know how to target market that home. The typical luxury agent just runs ads where a third of the ad is a picture of the agent. And I'm sure you've seen this before. That's why such a significant portion of their homes don't sell at all. They're spending all their time and all of their efforts promoting themselves. As a matter of fact, sometimes we'll see agents where a third of the ad is their photo and another third of their ad is logos and slogans and everything else, and then a small little portion of the home there. They're marketing themselves more than that luxury level home. It's the reason you need to have a target marketing specialist that specializes in luxury level properties here. Now, our team focuses on exposing the property to the most opportune buyers and creating what we call story selling to get them emotionally attached to this home above all others that are out there. Now, again, there's properties that are listed publicly. There's what we sometimes call the whisper listings. You have to know exactly how to position your property. And if you've got a good agent that understands this niche market, they can do a better job of putting more money to your bottom line, to bringing more profit from the sale of your home, and doing so under terms that make sense for you. Now, as you can imagine, many times a buyer doesn't need a trophy house or everything that it has to offer. As a matter of fact, they could live in a smaller home. This is just an emotional decision. They want the home because it's desirable to them. It's a trophy in many cases, and that's true in a lot of the luxury markets around the U.S. here. And a marketer understands how to promote that home so you can sell it for more money, utilizing these skills, utilizing these facts that a certain type of buyer is going to want a certain type of home. If we can get them to fall in love with the property, they will pay a premium. We don't want it to just be another luxury level home for sale. So we start by taking a quick tour of your home to determine the most opportune buyer. Who is most likely to buy this home? Where would we go about marketing this property with a target marketing approach, whether it be online, offline, or both? And sometimes we'll do this a couple of months in advance before you're ever ready to sell. So you don't want to procrastinate, to have a licensed professional come through and really start to get a game plan together on the marketing of that home, so they can do all their research in advance. They can see what kind of cost is going to be involved for the agent to invest their own money in marketing to get it exposed to the most opportune buyer. That's how you sell your luxury level home at a premium. It can put a lot more money in your pocket, and most importantly, relieve a lot of the stress that comes from selling your property. You're not going to have that if you have a target marketing specialist that really understands that luxury level market. Now, let's talk about what happens when you're buying from that more affluent market. You might be buying a home that's more like a trophy home, whether you're moving up or moving down in price. We do exactly the same thing with the buyers that we represent. In many cases, you wouldn't sell your home at any price if it means you have nowhere to move to, so you're usually a buyer first. You're thinking, I may make a move if I find the right home for myself. That's true whether you're downsizing, maybe you're downsizing your home, you might be moving up to a larger home, or even moving out of town. You have to work with an agent that understands how to work the buy side on that luxury level price range. You know exactly what you're looking for, you know what type of amenities excite you, but the fact is, you run a search online and you're not finding much. Well, there's a reason for that. And that reason is that a lot of the best properties never make it to the open market. So you may even know some of the areas that most excite you. And even if you don't, our team has tons of experience that can help you in really narrowing down those areas. But the fact is, you're not seeing much if you're running an online search. We can find out what those areas are, find out exactly what amenities you're looking for, and then our marketing team can go out to locate unlisted and pre-market luxury level homes that the owners are willing to sell, but you won't find publicly. You're likely aware that in that luxury market, that's what's called the whisper listings, because they don't want the home publicly listed for obvious reasons. These are often very private people. You can't just limit yourself to what you're seeing on the open market. You're kind of left with the leftover properties if you go that route. Having a target marketing specialist can allow you to get access to unlisted properties matching exactly what you're looking for, and you're the only one that knows they're for sale. So if you're working with an agent that understands target marketing, they will invest a great deal of their own time and a great deal of their own money in finding you the perfect property, even if it's an off-market home. Our team here, we provide this home search locator with absolutely no obligation whatsoever. You never have to make a move. You're not going to get pressure to sell your current property. We know if we don't find the perfect house for you, you're not going to make a move at all. So it all comes down to an initial phone consultation to determine, first of all, what's your current property worth? What kind of equity position do you have there? How can we best expose that home to the market where you can sell at a premium? And I think you'll be very impressed with what we can show you with 15, 20 minutes together. But let's face it, you're not going to make a move unless you can find a property that you can't live without. That's the key factor here. If we can find that home, you're going to be able to make a move. So I want to talk a little bit about how we can do that for you and how we can find the very best property for your needs. So our team provides this home search locator with absolutely no obligation whatsoever. You don't have to make a move. You're not going to get pressure on selling your current property. I mean, let's face it, you're not going to sell your home at all if you can't find the perfect home to move to. So generally, when we start working with a local family here, we're finding out what you're looking for in your next home. Whether you're staying local, moving out of town, or even moving out of state, this is a real simple way to get the process started, get your feet wet a little bit. We can determine what your current property is worth, what kind of equity position you're dealing with, and really get a game plan that makes sense for you and your family. It might be a short-term game plan. It might be a long-term game plan. It's all going to come down to what is fitting your family's best needs and how we can put that game plan together for you. So I would encourage you to reach out to us here. You'll be able to reach out to us at the phone number that you see or email that you see. Have a quick conversation, and let's talk a little bit about how we can make this happen for you to start doing a little research and finding not only what's available, but what you may not see to the naked eye. How you can target market that home, your current property, to sell it at a premium, but how you can use that very same approach to find your next home as well. Reach out to us here. We'd love to have a quick conversation with you. No obligation whatsoever, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye for now.